Good everyone, on this video today we have a Talisman Series episode on the German SM.79 Series I. Now, as some of you may remember, this aircraft was featured in the Rare Vehicle series, and unfortunately, Harry has been giving me his Talismans recently. What I mean by that is normally it's Harry that gets the bomber Talismans. Unfortunately, he's giving me them, so I'm having to suffer. We got the SM.79 Series I, and we also got the AR2. And we've also got the MiG-3 to do in here as well. And I believe as well the P3, which is there, the E, but I think I've already got the footage for that. But otherwise, is it rank 1? I honestly don't remember. There it is. But yeah, these are the main ones that are going to be done, and I'm not looking forward to it. I think I still have the P3's footage. If not, I'll just redo it. It's fine. But obviously then after that, we've got the ones in Britain, and then we move on to Italy, which I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to. And Italy's got a few decent ones, but obviously I'm not going to show them now. But yeah, we've got to clear our way through the stinkers first, and well, this is definitely one of them. So obviously I've featured this aircraft before, so I'm not really going to cover it too much in terms of its detail. All you need to know is that you cannot access this aircraft anymore, technically speaking. But you can fly it in the Italian tree. The only difference between this one and the Italian one is this small German marking up here. This essentially means that it's a German SM79. Because originally, Italy used to be part of the German tech tree, before obviously Italy became its own nation. So anything you had before Italy became a new nation, you got to keep. So like I have the Falco, the G50 and all that, but if you've been watching the Rare Vehicle series, you'd know this. And obviously at the minute in the Rare Vehicle series, I think we're up to this SM79, if memory serves me correctly, but obviously we just recently did the tank, the M5A1TD. So yeah, we are starting to spread into the tanks in that regard. But of course, this is one of the bombers that was featured, and yeah, it's not exactly great, because whilst it is the more usable SM79 due to its low BR and rank 2 status, it isn't that great regardless. But, I mean, it did alright in the Rare Vehicles episode when it got featured. But, of course, this will also be featured in the upcoming, well, I say upcoming, if you watched the channel news video before the end of the year, and obviously we've rolled over into 2023, you would know that this aircraft is also going to be featured in the future for the Shuju Talisman series, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. Well, after nearly 5 minutes of waiting, we got our first match. Very unusual that it took that long, but to be fair, I guess all the younger players are all in school, I guess. Or back to school and all that jazz, so I suppose that makes sense why it took that long to get a match, but oh well, I don't mind the wait. I just sat on my phone on Twitter just laughing at people, that's all. Because if you don't know, it's something fun I like to do. Like whenever I wait for matches sometimes, after I say see you in a minute, normally I just wait and sit on my phone on either Twitter, Facebook or whatever. And yeah, I just mind my own thing. Oh, another SM79. The German one. Nice. It's always nice to see a fellow greybeard with their old aircraft, so I'm actually going to target these trucks. That's why I brought this bomb load. And obviously we are going to be using this thing as an interceptor, because that's what it's secretly built for. That's why they gave us the 50 cal. If you didn't get that, that was sarcasm, but, you know. Okay. Well, that one on the right is definitely a PBM. One there's probably a, I don't know, maybe a B-18 Bolo. That's a Potez. And that's a B-18, yeah. B-18, B-18. So I was right in that regard. And that's either, no, that's a Catalina. I changed my answer. Yep, there we go. I changed my answer at the last minute because I was like, double check. And then, yeah, I realised it was PBY. Come on, start off. I think he's actually swinging back around for us, you know. With a single 7.5, which is brave, I guess. Yeah, he's actually coming for us. Hey, credit where credit's due, mate. That's for sure. We can't actually shoot at him right now unless we roll the plane like this. So we're just going to start dropping bombs on this convoy. Obviously there are vehicles in between the convoy, so just bear that in mind. I didn't get all the bombs there because obviously we was distracted by the Potes. And there's even a German CR-42, so we've got some greybeards in here. That's for sure. Interesting that there's quite a few German Italian aircraft here. It's quite odd, I must say. Oh, hang on a minute. Crank the throttle back. See, if we had the daily to like kill 5 ground targets using a bomber, I actually do take this plane out sometimes just because it's a low BR, it's got the bomb load, and it's got an offensive gun which I can use. Like, it's not the worst pick for this sort of job, but you know. Well, we've got him to evade, that's good. No like crits or anything, but to be honest, for these guns I'm not expecting it. Looks like we did damage the oil system though, so that's something at least. We've still got 1 bomb left, so I'm going to keep the bay open. Another German CR-42? Where the heck are all these coming from? These are rare vehicles, man. These are obviously old players and they're just coming down for a bit of a laugh, I guess. Yeah, F3F is probably going to kick the teeth into that CR-42, so we need to be considerate of that. I'm just going to get the last bomber, and then we'll go ahead and help the team. And no, I'm not going to bomb that P-36 before anyone gets any bright ideas. I don't think it's possible to bomb a plane mid-flight when he's turning, but I suppose some crazy bastards out there has done it. I just can't bring the plane around, unfortunately. She's not exactly agile. He's trying to run, I'd assume, to his runway. I think he's just run out of oil in his, no, that's a flap. He's busted a flap. Okay, SM-79 pursuit mode, activate. We are in pursuit of the P-36. Please do not try this at home. Like, I don't care what you do not do this in an SM-79. Of any caliber. We are keeping up with him, but that's because we have 3 times the horsepower, pretty much. Not exactly 3 times the horsepower, but you get my point. Oh, you son of a bitch. Right as I started shooting. You little shit. Get here. Stop rolling. I can't do that. I can't roll. Wait for it. Nice crit. I think we've got the engine. Or something good, at least. Something good and juicy. Oh, no. No, go away. Odds, sort them out. Okay, no, coverage. This plane doesn't have good coverage, in case you didn't know that. And we got the kill. Nice. Helped out the teammate and crit the P-36 as well. Jesus Christ, man. Ah, close. Yeah, I think we definitely got the engine on the P-36. He's going to meet the squirrels in a minute. Well, I think the G50 is trying to steal our kill, but we are actually faster than the G50 in a dive. To some extent, at least. I think he's just hit the tree now. Yep, that's second kill. Beautiful. Come on. Roll. And turn. Yeah, you can grab the assist if you want it, buddy. Yeah, we've had 2 Falcos, one of which is the Mark Collins, 2 SM-79s. Like, that's really odd. You don't see that. I guess all the high tier players are just like, screw high tier, this is ridiculous. Let's go and have some fun. And Yeah, I suppose so. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So one thing I do need to watch out for is this guy. Yeah, I figured as such. He's probably playing his Rasmussens. No, he is playing a P36C. Interesting choice, I must add. Now, he knows I'm on 2 kills, so he knows at least I know what I'm doing. But he is diving on me, I think. And I can't get the gun up that high. Because, well, it's an SM79. These things aren't exactly built with coverage in mind. So I'm going to break into him and see what he does. Obviously, I'll never outturn a P36. That's not my intention here. My intention is to force him to lose his altitude and get my gunners on him. Which is what we're going to try and do. So we have no armor, so we have to consider that. Go on, sod off. Hans will take care of you in a minute. If you carry on. Now, it's interesting that he's quite a high-level player, but he's going for the bomber first. Okay, I've lost an engine. That's okay. Can't quite get the gun on him, unfortunately. He knows about the coverage weak spots, but I know it as well. Ah, I can't bring the gun up. Oh no. And EFS. It's not going to help us, but we're going to try and land. And the Potez is coming in to steal his kill. Come on, man. You have no shame. Oh well. That guy's probably going to lose his team the match, because obviously we did damage him a little bit. But, hey ho. We did what we could. Let's head back to the hangar. That certainly could have gone better, but... I mean, it's an SM79. I mean, getting 2 kills in the damn thing is a miracle in itself. And we got to bomb a few ground targets, but... It's interesting how he went for me first. Like, I'm the least important in that scenario, but... I don't think he's winning that match, personally. But yeah, that wasn't a bad run at all. And personally, I don't think I'm going to get any more use out of this talisman than anyone else would. But, well, this is what happens when Harry starts giving people talismans, it seems. Maybe he's sneaked in a word at Gaijin HQ. Or something like that. I don't know. It's Harry. You could probably do that, I guess. But obviously next in the series for the Talisman Series for aircraft at least is the DOE 217J1. I believe this was featured in the Forgotten Vehicles series at one point. Shouldn't be too bad, I hope. And we at least have some bombs to do some work, so we'll have to see. Then of course afterwards I'm going to double check and see if I've got the PE3 footage. If not, it will be thrown in with this. I'll probably do it before the MiG. But yeah, next up will be this. Anyway, I will leave you all to for today, and I will see you all on the next one.